Thank you, Strategic, for inviting me over here in this gathering. I think the Joginder has already set the tone as well as the Santanu, how the digital transformation is very essential for all of the CXO, CFO, and business leaders. I will, present over here the use cases, how the digital transformation, AI, and as well as the technology, blockchain, can really change the business in the international trade. If we talk about the international trade, which is happening since long 700 years, which is on the primarily on the paper trade, which is happening, how it can be replaced with the digital. We have seen the digital transformation in the financials. We have seen all the digital in the BFSI sector, but still we are figuring out how it can change in the trade. If we talk about the trade, really happening as of now on the mail, how it will convert by using the blockchain. If we talk about the blockchain, if we are having a trade, how you to find out? You need to find out a buyer and a seller, importer and exporter. And after that, negotiate with them. After the negotiation, the contract going to happen. How the contract going to happen? As of now, mostly it is being on the finalized with the on call, and then thereafter it's sending on the mail. And still there are a lot of lacunas in this. After sending on the mail, there may be a lot of changes maybe occur, and it's been overlooked. And how in the blockchain itself, by having a sitting together by buyer and seller can negotiate the trade with the price and have the record of the tracking, as well as we can sign the contract digitally. And I can say that the digital is happening, and it is essential for ESG era also. The various corporates are looking to have a digitization of the trade. And in this aspect, it's not only the just contract. We have in the trade their complete system, whether it's a buyer and seller, or whether it's a logistic management, or whether it's buying the insurance, or whether it's inspections, or whether it's connecting with the banks. If you're connecting the banks, how it can the trade with the LC or discounting can be happen in the entire single software system. And there are the AI, ML, and blockchain are very essentials. If it is happening, and see there are the world which is looking in the international trade, it's happening through the connecting the banks, the initiator bank, buyer bank, and seller banks. And I can say that there are a lot of softwares are emerging in which the international trades happening, connecting with the buyer, seller, inspection companies, insurance companies, logistics shipping companies, having the EBL. Our government already announced a UCP 600 guidelines where the digitization of the document being accepted by the Indian governments, along with a lot of developed countries. And if we adopt particular digital documentation of the import and exports, the transactions which is happening, the cost definitely going to reduce. Let's say example, if I'm having a trade on the paper, definitely it takes some time finalizing the contract. It will take 2 or 3 days. Or finalizing the logistic shipping, it will take some more time. And there are also a decision making which a bidding systems are there. If you have a complete SAP or ERP solutions where the reverse biddings are also part of the included, where you can also have a contract with the shipping, and the shipping contract after that, the EBL system can evaluate it. Even the custom papers can come on the certificate of origin also come on the online, and then thereafter ports also being included in the online system. Even insurance are coming online, and there are document management systems can be evaluated with the banks. The entire digital documents can be submitted to the banks, which used to take, for the papers, take, 5 to 7 days for the acceptance or for the clearance. LC management also is part of it. When you are creating a LC, there are amendments in the LCs are also there. In the amendment, again, it takes 2 3 days time, and then thereafter, for issuing the fresh LC, then validation, then acceptance. It's all mitigated, can be mitigated in the business line, and it can be there in the 0 hours time. It can be 0 hours time, and it's beneficial for the importer or exporter, buyer, seller, and even the banks. The LC document can be accepted after through the technology and integrated the system. And I'm saying that the transformation of digital in the business is essential, as already mentioned by the Joginder and Santanu. That's business are happening, and now in the India, we have to look forward various ways in the trades system also. And even for the LC, the services also important by having the LC discounting system. In the LC discounting system, you have to reach out to the various banks, and for the confirmation also for the reach out to various banks and find out which are the best rates are there. It takes times, and there are availability of the system where on the single platform itself, the various codes of the LC discounting and even various banks also come forward for the confirmation part of it. Sometimes if I'm, the India exporting the goods to the African market, it's hardly, very difficult for us to find out who's the bank, who can going to be a confirmation of this particular LC. And there are system, technology are there, where they can, grid systems are there, they can find these banks have their limits, and they can find out the various, confirmation partners. And I'm telling you, this is happening, and I'm using, briefing all of you the use case of the Trade Reboot, which is the company which I have invested, which are dealing into the trade digitalization and services. And a lot of big, groups, even Tata as well as the Birlas are using such kind of system. And even the Rio Tinto and Cargill, all of the big corporates are using the trade digitalization system. And now it's for us on the CXO and CFO level that in our domestic as well as the international market, we should adopt such system. Even in AI, like Joginder was mentioning about, even Sandru was mentioning about how the AI can use in this particular system. And he was mentioning that, the China 1+ policy. If you go to the international trade, across the world, India, people are looking for India. How you can provide a, alternative product of the China. How you can provide a various, the price policing system. And now you have the data. You can check that which are the country are buying the particular product at what rate, and how you people can compete with this. The comparative chart is also available, and you can also find with the, with the AI that these are the rate which are prevailing in the market, and you can export this. I think this is a transformation in the trade and which are happening, and I'm happy to share that it's changing the world, and I'm happy to be here part of the FinCon, which is talking about AI and digital transformation and the blockchain. So I'm happy to answer any queries. Thank you very much for inviting me over here. Thank you.